This will be a quick video going over everything that I needed to make a duck pond filter using a 55-gallon barrel. So here are some of the items that I used. We had to cut a top in the 55-gallon barrel. And then from here, we had to make the base. So we drilled a bunch of holes. And this is where the intake water is going to be coming in at. My husband did a great job doing this. He's my wonderful model. Right here, we used some PVC, basically cement, to make sure that there's a nice good seal on the piping so that there would be no leaks. This bottom portion is where all the dirty water is going to be coming into. And we basically made it so that it would naturally swirl at the bottom. We did this at all elbow joints to make sure we had a nice waterproof seal. This portion right here was the top part of the filter. So this is going to make sure all the water went down to the bottom, and then it would filter through all the multiple layers before coming out through the top. After this part, you'll see how we made it a natural swirl at the bottom of the filter, as you see here. And then this was to keep the rock from going down to the bottom. So we'll pour the rock on top of that, starting with the lava rock, and then it's going to be pea rock. We used silicone to make the base where the spigot will be going to make sure it was nice and sealed. And then we used a uniseal to make a nice tight fitting. Silicone over the top, and then we made sure it dried and tested it out. Also be sure to sand down the holes. Definitely makes it for a much smoother fit. Here was for the top, for the intake piping. So as you can see, we had to seal it. Now in the end, we ended up having to add some more piping, mainly because the pump was bringing in water faster than was going out. So we ended up doing 3 little pipes to make sure all the water went out nice and smooth. Here's the pump with the filter, and we made sure it was all connected together. And then the next part was to fill it up and start getting it running. We ended up putting some color cages at the top just for some decoration, and the ducks seem to be really happy with it. So we'll see what it looks like in a week and see how well it filters.